that's where I'm from. I tell them the dark. Darkness is my hometown, population 1, where the street lights never work and there ain't no sun. Population 1, but it feels like home to me, more than any little place I'll ever see. Main Street runs from midnight down to 3 a.m., where the outlaw and his shadow finally comprehend each other fully, finally face to face. Darkness is my hometown, my only birthplace. Darkness is my hometown, that's where I was born. Off Grid Outlaw, from the dark and torn fabric of a life. I live deep inside the night. Darkness is my hometown, and it feels right. Darkness is my hometown. Darkness is my hometown. Everybody knows your name in darkness hometown. Everybody knows the weight that wore your crown. Into something jagged, something sharp, something real. Everybody in the dark knows how you feel, because they feel it too. That's why they're here, the ones who came to darkness out of something clear, and knowing that the dark was always where they end up. Darkness is my hometown, where I fill my cup. Darkness is my hometown, that's where I was born. Off Grid Outlaw, from the dark and torn fabric of a life. Live deep inside the night. Darkness is my hometown, and it feels right. Darkness is my hometown. Some folks visit darkness and they rush to leave. Some folks visit darkness and they start to grieve for the version of themselves they left back in the light. Some folks visit darkness and they stay the night forever, because darkness finally feels like home. Finally feels like somewhere they ain't meant to roam away from anymore. Now I fly the flag of darkness like a hometown pride, like the ones who rep the city on the outside of themselves for all the world to clearly see. Darkness is my hometown, and it made me free in a way the daylight places never could, in a way the normal life never understood. Off Grid Outlaw, from the darkest part of town. Darkness is my hometown, wearing its crown. Darkness is my hometown, that's where I was born. Off Grid Outlaw, from the dark and torn fabric of a life. Live deep inside the night. Darkness is my hometown, and it feels right. Darkness is my hometown. Darkness is my hometown. Darkness is my hometown. Always open, never closing. What would your tombstone say if it told the whole truth? Walk through the graveyard on a moonlit November night, reading all the tombstones in the pale silver light. Every stone a story, every day to life compressed into a dash between two numbers, doing his best to summarize a human being in a word or two. Beloved father, husband, son is all they knew to put on stone. But I won't mind to say something real, something that the darkness and the living both can feel. Tombstone testimony, that's the only truth. I've Grid Outlaw, lived it wild, lived it loose. When they carved my stone, I want it known I lived. Tombstone testimony, everything I give. Tombstone testimony, tombstone testimony. He rode at midnight when the rest was sleeping sound. He built his life from every piece of broken ground. He loved the darkness not because he had no choice, but because the darkness gave the outlaw back his voice. He made mistakes that he would carry to the stone. He walked the hardest roads and walked them mostly alone, but he walked them standing tall and he walked them proud. Tombstone testimony, saying it out loud. Tombstone testimony, that's the only truth. I've Grid Outlaw, lived it wild, lived it loose. When they carved my stone, I want it known I live. Tombstone testimony, everything I give. Tombstone testimony, tombstone testimony. Every man who ever lived deserves a stone that speaks to who he really was. Not just the Sunday weeks when he was presentable and polished and correct. Tombstone testimony, showing true respect. So when they laid me down beneath the old oak tree on the property where I live wild and free, I want the stone to say he was an outlaw. True, he loved the dark, the land, the ones he never knew how to leave, even when he should've walked away. He made his peace with darkness every single day. Off Grid Outlaw, tombstone in the ground, testimony of the darkest life I found. Tombstone testimony, that's the only truth. Off Grid Outlaw, lived it wild, lived it loose. When they carved my stone, I want it known I live. Tombstone testimony, everything I give. Tombstone testimony, tombstone testimony, tombstone testimony. He lived, that's all that matters. What would your tombstone say? Some rivers run black when the darkness gets in the water. Black river running through the old family lane. Something dark been in his water since the beginning of man. Granddaddy won but never drank from the black. Say whatever goes in that water never comes back. The same way it went and always comes back. Changed, always comes back. Darker, always comes back rearranged into something harder, something colder, something deep. Black river running secrets that it keeps. Black river running through my veins tonight. Off Grid Outlaw, losing ground to the night. Everything it touches turns a dark shade. Black river running through the life I made. Black river running, black river running, just a boy. Preacher said the darkness was the devil's only ploy to steal my soul before it had a chance to grow. But I felt something ancient in that black water flow, something that predated every church and every law, something that my daddy felt and his daddy saw when they knelt beside the black river in the night. Black river running, giving darkness its own light. Black river running through my veins tonight. Off grid outlaw, losing ground to the night. Everything it touches turns a darker shade. Black river running through the life I made. Black river running. Black river running. Some say the Black River is a curse on the land. Some say it is just the truth no one can understand about what runs beneath the surface of us all. Black river running, catching every man who falls. Now I sit beside the Black River every night. Let the dark water wash away the fight that I carried through the days into the dark. Black river running, leaving this familiar mark on everything I am, on everything I've been. Black river running, everything I've seen. Off-grid outlaw, child of the darkest tide. Black river running deep and dark inside. Black river running through my veins tonight. Off-grid outlaw, losing ground to the night. Everything it touches turns a darker shade. Black river running through the life I made. Black river running. Black river running. Black river running. Always has. Carrying everything. Every outlaw lives by code, even when the code costs everything. First rule of the outlaw code, you never break your word. Once you give it to a man, it's sacred and it's heard by everything that matters in the outlaw world. First rule of the outlaw code, forever unfurled. Second rule, you never leave your brother in the dark. You ride in together, you ride out, you leave your mark on nothing and nobody that don't deserve it. True. Third rule of the outlaw code, the code protects you too. Outlaw code, written in the darkest ink. Off grid outlaw, living on the brink of everything the code demands every day. Outlaw code, the only law I obey. Talk about the things you've seen on the outlaw road. Keep the spaces in between your business and the world's business clean and wide. Fifth rule, always choose the harder righteous side when the choice is between easy and the true. Sixth rule, the outlaw code is all that's holding you together. When the darkness tries to pull apart the last remaining pieces of the outlaw heart. Outlaw code, written in the darkest ink. Off grid outlaw, living on the brink of everything the code demands every day. Outlaw code, the only law I obey. Men have died protecting what the outlaw code demands. Men have lost their freedom with the code still in their hands. The first rule of the outlaw code, the hardest one to keep, is that the code survives you even in your sleep, even in your dying, even past your name. The outlaw code outlasts the outlaw and his fame. Off grid outlaw, living every rule, every day a lesson in the outlaw school of doing what is right by the men who ride with you. Outlaw code, the only gospel outlaw true. Outlaw code, written in the darkest ink. Off grid outlaw, living on the brink of everything the code demands every day. Outlaw code, the only law I obey. Outlaw code, carved in stone, outlast the man. Old folks say a crow on a fence post means something dark is coming. Every morning sits there like the darkness giving me a warning. Day ahead ain't going gentle. Price of outlaw living, it gets monumental. Daddy said the crow's just a bird no more. Mama said it's something watching from before. Whatever walks behind the living, watching close. Crow on the fence post, that's the warning that I know. Crow on the fence post, watching every move. Crow on the fence post, stuck inside the groove. Shadow overhead, heavy as lead. Crow on the fence post, counting on my dead. Crow on the fence post. Lost 3 friends the year the crow first came. Each one taking different, still the same. By the darkness that the outlaw life attracts, by the price that living in the shadows exacts. From the ones who run the hardest and the fastest, from the ones whose outlaw fire burns the blackest. Crow on the fence post, knew before I did. Crow on the fence post, never once kept hid. Crow on the fence post, watching every move. Crow on the fence post, stuck inside the groove. Shadow overhead, heavy as lead. Crow on the fence post, counting on my dead. Crow on the fence post. Crow. Maybe it's just watching. Maybe the dark things we fear are just lessons we're notching. Well, before we go, kind of peace with what it has to say about the darkness and the shadow and the cost, about the things the outlaw life is won and lost. Crow on the fence post, my unlikely friend, watching from the darkness, from the beginning to the end. Off grid outlaw and the crow both know the score. Crow on the fence post, knocking on the door. Crow on the fence post, watching every move. Crow on the fence post, stuck inside the groove. Shadow overhead, watching. Darker than the night, and finally at peace with it. Darker than the night that swallowed up the moon, darker than the basement of a cold December room, darker than the water at the bottom of the well, darker than the stories that the old outlaws tell around the fire when the children are in bed, darker than the nightmares living in my head, darker than the shadow that I cast at noon, darker than the night that swallowed up the moon. Darker than the night, that's what they say about me. Off-grid outlaw, darker than the dark can be. Lived so long in shadow that the shadow became home. Darker than the night, wherever I roam. Darker than the night, darker than the night, yeah. Psychiatrist said, boy, you got a darkness complex. Said the things you carry gonna cause some side effects in the people that you're loving and the life you build. I said, the darkness is the only thing to feel. The empty spaces where the light was supposed to go, the places where a normal man would let things grow. Bright and warm and hopeful, I just grew them dark. Darker than the night that's been my only mark. Darker than the night, that's what they say about me. Off-grid outlaw, darker than the dark can be. Lived so long in shadow that the shadow became home. Darker than the night, wherever I roam. Darker than the night, darker than the night. What if darker than the night is just a different kind of scene? What if the darkness is a different way of being, present in a world that blinds itself with light? What if darker than the night means seeing things right? Now I embrace the darkness like the oldest friend I got, like the only honest thing in everything I've not. Pretended to be comfortable, pretended to be bright. Off-grid outlaw, darker than the night. It ain't a boast, it ain't a threat, it's just the truth. The darkness raised me from a dark and outlaw youth into a darker man who made his peace at last. Darker than the night, but finally free from the past. Darker than the night, that's what they say about me. Off-grid outlaw, darker than the dark can be. Lived so long in shadow that the shadow became home. Darker than the night, wherever I roam. Darker than the night, darker than the night, darker than the night, and finally at peace with it. There's a ridge they call the devil's backbone. I've been walking in my whole life. Devil's backbone ridge turns east to west through the county. Been walking it since childhood, through the dark and the bounty of a land that holds its secrets in the limestone deep. Devil's Backbone Ridge, the kind of place that keeps its history beneath the surface cold, and know the kind of history that never fully gets told. In the daylight hours only comes out in the night. Devil's Backbone Ridge, where the dark meets the light. Devil's Backbone, that's the ridge I walk off Grid Outlaw, past the point of talking to the darkness where the limestone tells its truth. Devil's Backbone, been my home since youth. Found a cave once deep inside the backbone's heart. Walls covered with the marks of men who made their start. Out here on the wrong side of everything that's right. Men who lived and died along the backbone in the night. The names carved deep in stone beside their dates. Men who understood the outlaw life and its fates. I added mine beside the oldest name I found. Devil's Backbone, now my permanent ground. Devil's Backbone, that's the ridge I walk off Grid Outlaw, past the point of talking to the darkness where the limestone tells us truth. Devil's Backbone, been my home since youth. The spine of the land, something older than the outlaws, older than man, running through the territory cold and long. Devil's Backbone, where the outlaw finds his song. Now I walk the Devil's Backbone every dusk, when the day is done and the night begins to husk away the last remaining light from off the sky. Devil's Backbone, where the outlaw comes to die a little bit each evening and gets born again into something darker, something worthy of the men who carved their names in limestone long ago off Grid Outlaw on the Devil's Backbone below. Devil's Backbone, that's the ridge I walk off Grid Outlaw, past the point of talking to the darkness where the limestone tells its truth. Devil's Backbone, been my home since youth. Devil's Backbone, still walking, still carrying the dark. A long hair light cuts the black and fades into the hush. Every outlaw gets this road and walks it by himself. Long dark road right under me. I've been on it so long I forgot the turn that brought me here. No road signs, no familiar name, just the dust and the drain between the man I was and the one I become. Long dark road leading to a door I can't see. Long dark road, long dark road, that's the one tonight. Long dark road, long dark road, I'm walking to the light. Don't know what waits at the end of the dark. Long dark road, started with a spark. Tired feet, tired hands, tired of the wait, tired of showing up too late to fix what I broke on the way down here. The road don't care, the dark don't care, it just keeps on going till I face what's mine. Long dark road gets long as right before the fall. Long dark road, long dark road, that's the one tonight. Long dark road, long dark road, I'm walking to the light. Don't know what waits at the end of the dark. Long dark road, long dark road, started with a spark. What if this road ain't a sentence? What if the dark is how I learned? Every scar I own, every mile I lost was teaching me what I had to know. Long dark road is how I grow. Now I see it far ahead, small and warm and steady, taking some of the weight on my back, not a blaze, just enough to keep me moving on. Long dark road, you brought me to a better mile. That's the one tonight. Long dark road, long dark road, I'm walking to the light. Don't know what waits at the end of the dark. Long dark road, long dark road, started with a spark. Long dark road, still under me, headlight holds, the black backs up. Long dark road, I'm still walking, and the light keeps coming closer. Some men change with age. I just got darker. So many change with age. I just got darker. Gray in my beard, but the fire ain't gone. Been an outlaw all my life, gonna die as one. Ain't about the crimes, ain't about the law. It's about the spirit in the dark I saw when I was young and couldn't name what called me to the road less traveled, to the life that formed me into something the comfortable world can't claim. Outlaw till the end, that's the only name. Outlaw till the end, that's the only vow I made. Off Grid Outlaw, darkness never gonna fade. From the blood, from the bone, from the outlaw chest. Outlaw till the end, giving nothing but the best. Watch the young ones come and go through the years. Some stayed outlaw, some surrendered to the fears of living different, living dark, living true to the outlaw code and everything you do. I respect the ones who couldn't hold the line. The outlaw road is hard and not for every spine, but for the ones who stayed, who rode it to the end. Outlaw till the end, that's the only trend. Outlaw till the end, that's the only vow I made. Off Grid Outlaw, darkness never gonna fade. From the blood, from the bone, outlaw till the end, giving nothing but the best. When the final night comes and the road runs out, when the outlaw spirit faces its last doubt about the life it chose and every price it paid, outlaw till the end, unafraid. So here I stand at whatever age I am, still an outlaw, still a dark and broken man who built something beautiful from the broken parts, who found the outlaw music deep inside the hearts of everyone who ever felt the dark and stayed, everyone who ever faced the night unafraid. Off grid, outlaw till the very end, outlaw till the end. That's the message that I send. Outlaw till the end, that's the only vow I made. Off grid, outlaw, darkness never gonna fade. From the blood, from the bone, from the outlaw chest, outlaw till the end, giving nothing but the best. Outlaw till the end, always was, always will be. Hero got a toe, the outlaw road costs everything. Nobody told me what the outlaw road would cost. Nobody mentioned all the things that would be lost along the way. Nobody put it on the sign. The price of the outlaw road is everything to mine. My health, my youth, my family, and my name. The price of living dark and wild is never quite the same for any two outlaws, but it always takes its due. The outlaw road collects from me and it collects from you. Price of the outlaw road, higher than I thought. Off grid, outlaw, paying for everything it bought into a life that sounded free but wasn't cheap. Price of the outlaw road, running dog and deep. Watch my body age a decade in a year. Watch the ones I love replace my name with fear. Watch the mirror show a stranger in my place. Watch the outlaw road leave lines across my face. Every mile of memory, every mile of cost, every mile of calculation of what's lost against what's gained and what the ledger finally shows. Price of the outlaw road is everything that goes. Price of the outlaw road, higher than I thought. Off grid, outlaw, paying for everything he bought into a life that sounded free but wasn't cheap. Price of the outlaw road, running dark and deep. Would I pay it all again, knowing what I know? Would I walk the outlaw road if I could see the show before it started, see the final bill arrive? The answer is the thing that keeps the outlaw alive. Settled up the debts I couldn't carry down the rest. Bore the price of the outlaw road across my chest, like a medal, like a mark, like a brain. The kind of thing that makes a boy become a man. Off grid, outlaw, standing at the final toll. Price of the outlaw road is half of every soul you bring into the darkness, and the other half is what the darkness gives back when they let you laugh. Price of the outlaw road, higher than I thought. Off grid, outlaw, paying for everything he bought into a life that sounded free but wasn't cheap. Price of the outlaw road, running dark and deep. tried to tame the soul in me. It only made it wilder. Renegade soul, born into the wrong century, born for a time when men live wild and free. Before the fences and the filing and the farms, before they tried to regulate the outlaw storms that blow through men like me from time to time, before they made the outlaw spirit into a crime. Renegade soul, that's what the good book would name. Renegade soul, burning all the same. Renegade soul, can't be broken, can't be tamed. Renegade soul, off-grid outlaw. Renegade soul remains through every system, every cage, every chain. Renegade soul, riding through the rain. Renegade soul. Tried to straighten what was naturally bent. Church tried to redirect the energy I spent on everything the renegade inside me needed. Law tried to contain what never once conceded to the pressure or the handcuffs or the cell. Renegade soul knows its own kind of hell and knows its own kind of freedom even more. Renegade soul kicking down the door. Renegade soul, can't be broken, can't be tamed. Renegade soul, off-grid outlaw. Renegade soul remains through every system, every cage, every chain. Renegade soul, riding through the rain. Renegade soul. Renegade ain't just a word, it's a condition, a state of being past the point of permission, a place inside the chest where the wild things live. Renegade soul got so much left to give. Now the renegade soul found its proper home out here in the backwoods where the wild things roam, where the systems and the cages can't quite reach, where the renegade soul practices what it preaches. Off-grid outlaw, renegade to the bone. Renegade soul finally found its own territory, gets on dark, it's on fire. Renegade soul never going to retire. Renegade soul, can't be broken, can't be tamed. Renegade soul, off-grid outlaw. Renegade soul remains through every system, every cage, every chain. Renegade soul, riding through the rain. Renegade soul. Untamable, always burning. They buried the outlaw once. He came back darker than before. Put me in the ground on a cold November day. Thought the outlaw spirit finally went away. Thought the darkness in the fire finally burned out. Thought they'd seen the last of what the outlaw's all about. But you can't kill what was born from something deeper than the grave they dug. Can't bury something steeper than the roots that run below the coldest ground. The outlaw never dies, just goes underground. The outlaw never dies, never fades away. Off-grid outlaw, rising from the grave. Every time they think they finally broke the man, the outlaw never dies. That's the only plan. Three times they counted me completely out. times the darkness swallowed every doubt they had about the outlaw making one more run. 3 times I rose before the morning sun, like something older than the laws they tried to use, like something built from all I had to lose. You cannot cage the spirit born to ride. The outlaw never dies, just steps inside. The outlaw never dies, never fades away. Of Grid Outlaw rising from the grave. Every time they think they finally broke the man, the outlaw never dies. That's the only plan. Legends don't die, they just change their shape. The outlaw spirit always finds escape from every cage, from every grave, from every chain. The outlaw never dies, he just rides again. Now I stand here, older, darker, wiser still, with the outlaw fire burning past my will, to contain it past the years and past the cause. The outlaw never dies, he just gets lost for a little while before he finds the road, before he shares the weight of every heavy load and rides again into the darkest night. The outlaw never dies, he just rides toward the light. The outlaw never dies, never fades away. Of Grid Outlaw rising from the grave. Every time they think they finally broke the man, the outlaw never dies. That's the only plan.